Alright. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Elloria's Descent into Chaos. We are here with episode 8. A lot has happened since the last time. Our, I guess, so-called heroes have been active. They've been walking around Dragon's Rest for about a week now. Just chilling out, planning, grabbing some stuff, doing all these things. Pretty much chilling for the most part, but, you know, it's what people do. At the moment, we have Zarlius, who is just staying in the room, just contemplating things, planning, figuring out what they're going to do next, especially with some of the revelations that happened last episode. Arden has taken up in the library for the time being, reading all the books and learning some wizard type stuff with some of these books. And William is still with Blep and Mumbo, and their new companion called Name in the kitchen area, still hanging out, but I'm sure they've moved around a lot. So we're going to check in with Arden in the library. Arden, what are you up to?
Reading. Arden's looking through a couple of these spells, trying to figure out which ones he wants to kind of arsenal, and he's just kind of muttering to himself. I'm like, okay, dancing lights seem really cute, but like sometimes you gotta be able to like mage hand your way out of situations versus like just thunderclapping everybody. Be like get clapped, but then your friends kind of get. It's just not a great time.
Yeah. So,
and then I feel like.
So you're just looking at a bunch of like wizard books, like a bunch of like spell books, or a bunch of like not really spell books, but mostly like maybe like some novels that have magic in them. That use these type of spells and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you are actually near a kobold called Aga, which you have not actually talked to or have really had too many interactions, except for when you guys first visited Dragon's Rest. Obviously, because all of the kobolds were happy to see new visitors and everything, but then after that, they kind of went off on their own back to whatever. So there are actually two kobolds in this area. You have Aga and Kelnep. But Kelnep is over off to the side, restocking the shelves, cleaning and dusting off the shelves and everything. And then Aga is closer to you, who is kind of just like glancing over every once in a while, hearing you muttering some of these spells and trying to figure out like what you want to use next. And doesn't really say anything, but just kind of listens. But also doing the same thing as Kelnep, just restocking the shelves and dusting. You know, it's pretty much the usual things that happen here.
Got you.
Yeah. So, are there any other books or anything in the library you want to look at?
Let me see if there's maybe some books on like different kinds of poisons. I think no. I think Arden's gonna take a stance on this one, and I'll walk up. And he's visually frustrated because he's like trying to figure out what kind of spells he wants. He wants to know whether he wants to take more of his usual pacifist route with like maybe violence if necessary, or if he wants to kind of just follow into his new range of like darker scenarios. So he's just like getting frustrated. He's like, God damn it. Can I poison somebody or should I just shake hands with them? And he says that out loud.
Okay, then...
Rhetorically, he might get a response.
Yeah, okay. And then, so at this point, that is when Aga turns around and is like, what? What is your problem?
Oh, 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 I'm sorry. I'm thinking really loud, aloud, but I'm trying to figure this out. I'm peaceful at some points, but then I try not to get fucked up, but I'm trying to figure out what do I do? Do I hit them before they hit me, or what do I do? This sounds like a moral thing, but also just thunderclapping the heck out of their skulls seems like an easier way to solve my problems.
I'm. I mean, yeah. I mean that's kind of what Runara does. At times. Um, but you seem to have this dilemma, and I can tell just by looking at you that you are a kind person. Um, but really, yeah, the obviously the choice is ultimately up to you. Um, but at this current moment, honestly, just go with your gut. What do you feel?
All right. I mean, my first feeling is that like me imagining blowing somebody up to smithereens and like all their guts and junk being everywhere. Like I'm gonna throw up. That's what my gut is. Throw up. But if we're talking about like what do I feel after, I guess I would throw up. I don't know. I feel good. I feel like I would be protecting people in doing so. So I guess I'd want to fight.
Okay. So from the sounds of it, it sounds like you want to be a mid to long range fighter within your little group that you have.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you don't want to necessarily attack as many people as well. So support spells are really good. Obviously, there's the typical cure wounds, that, obviously heals little scrapes and nicks and stuff, and some fatally injured, um, you know, gashes. But obviously, there are other ones that have a longer range to them. There are some new spells that are still being discovered. Um, I've read a lot in this library, and we're still getting new books and learning all the. Not really me personally learning, because I don't really have an affinity for anything. I'm just a librarian. But I do keep stock of everything and read everything that is in this library, and I can safely say, obviously, there are a ton of attack spells that do horrendous things, but then there are many spells that don't do as much damage but can help in the long run. But then there's also those ones that can help defend your party members, or help heal them, or help them from not dying.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Like it would kind of suck if my friends died.
Yeah, stuff like that. So you would, I would say, go the support route, but also, because you still want to have that mid-range type thing, to put in a few small attack spells. Not anything too dangerous, I would say, but just
Right. So like thunderclap is a bit much, maybe.
that sounds like it's a little too much. That sounds like you're going to nuke an entire area.
I mean, we could be in close quarter. I've heard from this one guy that like if you thunderclap in a closed area, you're going to be in for a surprise. And I got surprises. I didn't know what he meant, but like,
I mean, yeah, definitely. Thunderclapping in a small area will cause some surprises, but it will also cause deafening eardrums and electrocution and
gosh,
possibly a lot of death.
like and guts everywhere. I thought, so
Yeah, there might be some body parts if they're not fried to a crisp.
Oh God.
So yeah, I would recommend not really doing that. And it seems like just from the word of mouth that's kind of been going around here at Dragon's Rest, it seems like you guys are preparing to fight Sparkrender.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, so he's a blue dragon who has lightning. I can safely
Alex?
say he's immune to lightning spells. So, because every time Runara has gone up against him and her younger brother as well, they obviously have lightning powers, and to go up against a blue dragon doesn't really work. Sometimes it does nothing, but it also depends
Yeah.
on the type of lightning magic as well. So
Mhm.
either you might get nothing out of it, or you might empower him. So
Oof.
yeah. And obviously that's why we stay here, and not wander too far close to the observatory.
Gotcha. Ooh, has anybody ever tried like talking? Like just like talking to this guy, just peaceful, kind of one-on-one, like Duracell battery to Duracell battery, you know?
I mean, you can certainly try.
Without dying, of course.
Again, you can certainly try.
Alright.
Just hope your charisma's great. That's all I hope for. If you try.
Oh boy.
But if you need any more information on Sparkrender, probably Runara might
Mhm.
have more information for you, and probably a way to get to the observatory. So I would probably highly suggest going and talking to her.
But
So
that'd be helpful.
yes, very. And then at this point, she turns back around and continues what she's doing. So Arden, are you going to go to Renara?
Yes, we have to go find this lady, and
Yes.
I'm gonna like whisper to Kiri, be like, "Hey, no, you heard all that? That's a pretty smart lady right there."
Yeah, I've heard librarians are great. For knowledge.
Yeah, right. They always know stuff. Like they read a lot apparently.
Yes, they do. And then at this point, we now, as Arden is about to leave the library, we cut over to William, Lep, Mumbo, and Name. So, William, what is going on?
We are all standing outside of the kitchen as Arden walks out of the library door, and he sees smoke funneling out of the kitchen as
Holy smoke.
William is standing there, almost strangling Blep and Mumbo in both hands.
Wait, who?
Blep and Mumbo.
No, who was strangling them?
William.
William, okay.
I go, I told you not to play with my fucking gunpowder. What is wrong with you boys? Now look what you did. Look. I'm gonna throw him in the room and go deal with the fire. I'm gonna turn around and be, oh, hey Arden.
Holy smokes, what's new?
Boys were playing with my fucking gunpowder.
Okay, at this moment, Arden, as Mumbo and Blep are thrown back into the kitchen, you see behind literally behind, because it is bigger than William, a mushroom creature that
Hey, you know what?
slowly like peeks around William and picks up his little stubby arm and goes, "Hello."
Oh, what the?
I go, name, this is Arden. Arden, this is name. This is this I found in the cave.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm not from here. Seems like you
All
guys aren't
right.
either. As now he has entered Dragon's Rest and seen all the kobolds and only a few humanoid creatures at this point.
Mhm.
He's a little off put. He's a little off put a little bit. That's why he's used to Mumbo and Blip because he, has been around them. But seeing everybody else, he's kind of freaked out a little bit.
Oh, he's freaked out. Okay, Arden's just like completely white. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I talk to flowers and stuff, but
I
they
can
don't
now
usually talk
too.
back.
Yeah. I'm a druid.
Oh, sweet.
I kind of deal with poison.
You deal with you said poison, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! You're just the person I've been wanting to see. Apparently, 1 out of 2.
Okay. There's name tilts his head a little bit.
His cap.
Yeah, as he says, "Okay." And
William does the same
questioning. And then William does what?
The same thing.
The question, yeah, like the tilting the head and questioning what?
I was like, what?
Oh, don't
Yeah,
worry
no.
about. Don't worry about it. I'm just like, I was literally just thinking about either like being friendly or like poisoning people as like a moral dilemma, and then you say that, and I'm like, oh, cool. That library lady was right.
Arden, don't make me keep my hand on my gun.
There's no need for violence. I just want to
You're the one
poison.
contemplating poisoning people.
Friendly poisoning, like when you hunt your friends for sport. Sometimes, yeah.
What?
Here's a little tidbit about Arden. So Arden used to, be in
Lever
the
action.
wild. What?
I'm gonna take the lever action, cock it, and point it directly at Arden's face. And I'm gonna go, is this funny, Arden? This is what hunting friends is. This is not funny. And I'm gonna put it back up.
Arden kind of like giggles because tidbit about Arden. He used to live in a forest. Some of the creatures used to kind of try and eat each other naturally because nobody always liked eating fruit. And we were like, okay, well, we can play hide and seek, but like, don't get thiefed. So he used to kind of like,
thiefed.
don't get seeked. It's fine.
Okay.
But so he's kind of like reminiscing about his olden days of like hiding in trees and like kind of piercing people a little bit, playfully piercing people with like tree branches and be like, gotcha. You're like, oh yeah, no, not like hunting you guys for sport. That'd be cruel. That'd be evil, and we don't like that. But
Right.
I don't know. He just looks at him, was like, right.
Okay, so Name got a 16 on an insight check, just because they're kind of curious about you. The insight really from Name is obviously your dilemma here is one thing. But really it's just trying to see who you are as a person. What is your
Just see,
what is your deal? So it's like, are you a good person? Are you bad? Are you what is wrong with you? Like so many things going on. So the insight really is trying to figure out what's your plan in all this.
Okay.
So
Well, that's a
so this, I will say this. You have options. You can
Yeah.
either Arden as a response. You can either do a persuasion, a deception, check.
Can I?
So I will say you don't tell me which. Just tell me the roll that you do, even though I'll probably see it. But here I'll close the game tab. Close the game tab so I don't see it. So do the roll.
William see Name's face?
I mean, it's
Like
just,
whenever
it's,
he's like
okay.
looking all puzzled and
Well,
shit?
he just has like 2 eye holes like slots. He doesn't really
Like,
have much of like a. I mean, he does kind of have a little bit of a mouth, but it's not too.
Does he have facial expressions?
I mean, the eyes blink a lot in like curiosity, and like you can tell. I will say you can tell by the eye shape, because sometimes it's like if he squints, you can definitely tell he's like focused really hard. If his eyes are very wide open, he's kind of shocked and surprised, and a little there's like a little hint where there's like maybe like he like it almost like a blink or like a wink, really like a wink, but it's not fully closed, so it's like a curious kind of look. That's actually kind of the face he's making right now at Arden.
What's kind of long to say? It's okay, buddy. If you think I'm good, this one's a saint.
And he goes, okay. Okay, so Arden, for your response, like I said, you can do a persuasion or a deception. So choose whichever role you want. I am not looking at the game tab. I have no knowledge of this for right now because I don't have it open.
Okay.
So you can choose to either persuade him that you are very nice. Obviously you are, but like, or you could just deceive him. Like it's one of those things where you have a choice here, and yeah. So
you want him to think you're a bad guy, or you want him to think you're a good guy?
Yeah. So choose one, do the roll, tell me the number, and give a response. So
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Cool. I have to try and figure out which scores. Oh man, both my persuasion and my deceptions both like +2. Oh man. All right. Cool. Okay.
So
I'm gonna give him.
Yeah. So just roll one of them.
Yeah.
Don't tell me which one. And just give me a response, because I want to see where this goes. Because I want to know if it's going to do a thing. Because I'll give Name another insight check as well. So just for to go off of the response.
All right. Do you need to know the number?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I got a 10.
Okay. So give your response.
Well, actually, I mean, planning wise, I don't know. We'll figure that out. I mean, good guys plan, villains plot. I'm kind of just plotting along a little bit. But overall, a lot of people would say that a lot of people in plans will say I'm like the nicest person they'll ever meet.
I'm gonna start walking past Arden as he's just spitting this line of bullshit, and I'm gonna put
eye contact because I swear if I look at him, it's over.
And I'm going to put the medallion that I took off the dude I killed from the Gilded Gallows, and then just push it into his chest as I walk by and like tap it in there.
Oh, you fucker.
Fucking fear.
So, okay. Name got a 21 insight check.
Jesus freaking mushroom Christ.
So, I'll say from your response of saying that you're not too sure, but also planning, and also people who deal with plants and everything. Obviously, he is a plant himself. He believes you on that front.
Got you.
But the fact that you still say that you have something planned or you're planning something kind of tips him off a little bit.
Thank
But
God. It seems squint. I'm like, now I must ask you not to be suspicious of me.
yeah. So then, at this point, he looks over at William, who has now walked past you. Who's still walking, I'm sure. And it's just like, well, if he trusts you, then I'll trust you.
Hey.
So because of so he kind of saw the pat as a friendly pat, not a not an aggressive here, take this. So and the little thing, he noticed that you William talked to Arden for a second, you said something to him.
Yeah.
So Name is okay, well, if William trusts you, then I'll trust you. And then he starts walking behind, trying to catch up to William. So at this,
His little stubby.
Yeah, little stubby legs. He's a little bit well, actually, what is it? No, his walking speed's 30. No, he's good.
Mine's 50.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah, he walks right by you, Arden, and is now following William. So at this point, like I said before, William has thrown Mumbo and Blip back into the kitchen, so they're dealing with the smoke and everything, so they're staying behind.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is up to you guys. Where you go next? What you guys are doing?
I'm just going to Renard because I've been talking with her about every trip to the void I've been taking with Sarkesha.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have now reached the steps to the temple at this point. And at this point, William and Name walk into the temple. At this point, Arden, you are standing at the doorway, and you are not greeted by the human elder known as Renara. You are greeted by a giant bronze dragon.
What the? What?
That's Renard. I fucking told y'all.
As she looks over, sees William and Name, who have visited previously, she nods, and then she looks over at Arden and goes, "Ah, Arden. Finally awake and moving around, I see. Have you enjoyed your stay?"
Okay, so pause for a good cause. Does Arden recognize this creature, this gigantic creature? Yeah? No?
Yes, Arden. That's Renara. That's Renara. Stop freaking out. It's okay.
If you want, hold on. Let me look. Let me look at these. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, sure will.
Yeah, give me a perception check, because I want to see if you can if you notice some of these features. A 22, yeah, you notice that her eyes are kind of the same, they have the same color.
Oh,
Her eye, I would say her eyes are the same, and the way that she holds herself and how she just greeted you as well, that type of notion that this is somebody you've met before. She has that kind of motherly tone to her voice, so it kind of reminds you of Viscera a little bit. But then you cut back to, wait a minute.
wait a minute. Wait a goddamn bronze Is that good old Rooney? What?
Yes, it's me. As she says in a
Oh, yeah.
in a weird tone. Yes, so it's about time that you guys see or be shown my true form. Um, you guys have done well. You guys have freed the Seagrove Caves of the malicious fumes that were going on in there, and
It was a big old snake.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird. Was not expecting that. But it kind of makes sense. It was a fire snake, so fumes. Yeah, so fumes kind of messing with that cave, messing with the myconids. That was something that I was not expecting, as well as just we haven't really ventured that over there that much, so I wasn't really too sure what was going on in the caves. And then Arden, you, Zarlius, Myla, and Varnoth, your venture to the Compass Rose shipwreck. You have resolved our undead influx of the island. That helped us a lot. What I told Zarlius previously when they all arrived here, that obviously I was sorry to inform you that the husband of Elithia had passed away years ago. But you guys bringing peace and bringing that token, I think, or prayer, I can't remember, but bringing it to the grave and clearing of Compass Rose, which was very weird to see, by the way. The fact that it just disappeared, but obviously I could tell there was some magic being used that kind of just whisked it away and made it not be here anymore. So again, I express my gratitude for that. But because you guys have done that and helped us out here, I figured it was time to show you guys my true form and to tell you that the battle against Sparkrender is near, and I sense that his ritual is going to start soon, which is very, very bad.
Well, I guess it's lucky that we've both been picking up some new tricks, huh, Arden?
Oh yeah, you're telling me.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me get to the point why I'm here. Renara, last trip. What happened? Oh yeah, Arden. You should sit down. You missed a lot.
Last thing I remember you coming to me to talk about was the trip that you, Zarlius, and your familiar, Sarkesha, visited this void place.
Two things. One, Sarkesha is not a familiar. She will rip you apart the next time you say that. And two, yes, we did. 3, I've been there now a total of, and I must hold up like 9 or 8 fingers, and I'm gonna say I've been there a total of 7 times.
She you know, the cock head looks okay.
Wow. I guess he's really not trying to avoid that place, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's lovely, Arden. I think you would love it.
Yeah, definitely not,
Um,
apparently.
So me and Hyperion learned a new trick.
Oh,
Yeah, Hyperion has a theory on it. Me, I'm not so sure.
okay.
Um,
This seems like a power-up type thing, but go ahead.
Yeah, sorta. Well, besides my own magic developing, um, we learned that now I can do this, and you see William, like, his torso and his arms start to contort and crack as you can hear all the bones snap, and you can see his face start to morph, and the muscles under his skin is moving and ripping apart his skin as a celestial-like fur comes out, and a more bestial wolf-like appearance takes over William. This is the new church.
Ugh.
It's hard to maintain for a long time.
I would
But-
imagine, yeah.
Like that? That was horrifying. Did that hurt you?
A little bit, yeah.
No.
But it whew. Oh god, 1 second. This really is taxing. Oh shit.
Maybe you should not do that. Maybe lie down, please.
I'll drop the wolf form, come back to my regular.
So as William does this and drops the form, he is fatigued, and you see him stumble a little bit and then land up against the back of the wall. Like his back hits the wall, and he slowly sits down. It's this power. It seems to, at the moment, cause you a lot of fatigue.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Transformation magic or abilities vary in type, obviously. Obviously, most dragons can take on a human form, but obviously our main form is of a dragon. From what I'm seeing from this woven celestial form, I'm not too sure, but it feels like there is some type of either a blessing or a curse that was put on you. That obviously first transformations take a toll, but as you get stronger, they get a little bit easier. But then at the same time, your mind sometimes changes and maybe even takes on and might be controlled by your altered form at some point. But
Oh, great.
with strong wisdom, you should be able to control it.
And a lot of booze. Oh, fuck.
Maybe.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with booze, man.
And then-
Cheers to that.
Bro,
Fuck.
okay, and then this is just like I really wish one of our other characters was here, but this is just way out of left field for Arden saying that. Like, that was just like... like, Renara kind of looks at Arden for a second and it's like, you're the peaceful one.
But like, I found out that like when you, first of all, I've been in a forest drinking like water and like fruit juice, and then I found out what beer was. That you can take the wheat that's in like the literal left half of the forest, make it sit in a box for like fuck ton ever, and it makes a really cool drink that makes you see things.
the fuck have you been
I was
drinking,
about to
Arden?
say, I don't think that's booze.
That's one of these, and I'll take out one of the tripping mushrooms and hand it to him. Just because I feel like they do nothing to Arden.
Oh yeah, those things.
Hold on, Arden. Give me a history check.
Bat. History. Oh my god, a +7.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
17.
17? Okay, yeah. You recognize these were some of the mushrooms that you have harvested in the Gardenia, making that type of boost.
Oh my god, I haven't seen these in forever.
Mm-hmm.
So with this, William, you have kind of made a connection. Arden knows exactly what these plants are. So that means either these plants were not here before and have only been located in the place that Arden is from, and somehow they have either one, they vary and they grow in multiple places, or Arden is this type of trip shroom from your gardenia, like specifically.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
I kind of used to just eat them raw.
So, William, you can infer that these plants are not from this island.
Ah.
And this is when Runara chimes in and says, yeah, recently those trip shrooms that was previously mentioned were found in the Seagrow Caves by Tarak, who was our botanist, but haven't seen him around lately, so I have no idea what he's been up to. But
well, we went on a walk one day, and he said he just wasn't feeling Dragon's Rest anymore, and set up camp somewhere else.
That sounds like he died.
Shut the fuck up.
Like I whispered to Kiwi, I'm like, oh yeah, we used to say that when people just we played a little too rough, and like, oh yeah, he wasn't feeling the forest and the leaves, so he kind of had to leave.
He had a leaf?
He had to leave.
He had to leave, okay. So... Oh my god.
Fuck yeah. Hold on. Wait. I'll do it.
What?
Just to see.
Yeah.
Is it gonna do it? Yeah, okay, it is gonna do it. It's still slower than Nutsack's though.
So, she has a +7 to insight. And got a 1. She critically failed this insight check. So, even regardless of whatever your deception is, she believes you.
Good old Rooney.
Arden, give me an insight check.
Alright.
Yeah, oh my god.
God damn.
Okay, let's see if Arden believes you as well.
Hold on, I got. Wait, what was that 22 about? What the fuck was that?
His deception. That was his deception of that conversation.
Yeah, I doubt, but
Sometimes you just can't swindle a swindler.
Okay, 16 I'll say is pretty good. You somewhat believe him, but you can definitely
I'm like,
yeah. You
listened to me to shut the fuck up.
yeah.
I wanted to
You're like, yeah, no, this is totally what we used to do as kids. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Well,
Name has no idea. He's not even. He's half paying attention to this conversation. He goes, "Yeah, I believe him."
all right.
He's like, "And I'm not even from here, so."
See, and that's the type of trust you need, people.
Blind trust?
It's not blind. I saved his life.
Yeah, that is true.
All right.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I didn't say boom boom blip saved him.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know that you guys are not here because of our little small talks, which have been great. I will say these small talks have been great. It's
Yeah.
nice to have some company here that's not been here for a while, but has stories and fun expeditions to talk about. But I'm sure you guys are here about Sparkrender, and that the fight against him is close.
Yeah.
Well,
That-
I actually have this certain item that it's the only one of the only ways to gain access to the observatory.
Yeah.
It is a key.
You gonna give it to us?
What is this key?
It is called the Moonstone Key.
Ooh.
It activates one of the small hexagonal indentations of these pillars that are outside on the land. What happens is you insert this key and a magical light sparks to life in both of these statues. And the mouths open up and a shimmering bridge appears. So it's a light bridge of energy that appears when you insert this moonstone key into one of the statues.
All right.
However, there are 3 ways to get to the observatory. It's up to you which path you choose. You can either approach by land, by water, or along the coast.
Hmm.
I can tell you this. If you go by boat, we do have a little rowboat here at Dragon's Rest. It can take you around the eastern end of the island. The trip to the observatory is about 5 miles, so it takes about 3 hours and 20 minutes to get there by rowing. Along the coast, you can walk along the coast of the island, which is easier than rowing and a quicker trip, despite walking around the eastern bay. It's about a 6-mile trip that takes about 2 hours, walking at a normal pace. Or you can go overland, where you walk southeast of Dragon's Rest to head to the bay, where a rough path cuts around the island to the eastern bay. The rocky ground of the island is difficult terrain.
Ooh.
This is, however, the fastest and most direct route. It is about 3.5-mile trip. That's about an hour and 15 minutes to get there.
I'm all for land.
Yeah.
So, by land.
But which way are we going?
Southeast. So, There is a small trail that we have kind of... Actually, wait, let me see. Let me pull up the map here. Stormwreck Isle. Okay. So, yeah, so the way that you arrived here, back where you guys defeated the zombies, if you go back around that way and just keep traveling along the coast, you will get there.
Okay. Fuck, I'm gonna just make sure I have everything before we go.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. And then at this moment, as she explains all of the stuff, she does go and reach out. Actually, she does not, because she's the dragon. She gives it to Rix, who's behind her, and says, "Here, give this to them." And then Rix comes out from behind Runara and holds out the key, the Moonstone key, to just all of you, really. So either one of you can take it.
Fuck, I guess I will.
All right, William, you step forward, take the key from him. And at this moment, she goes, "I see Zarlius is not with you. I'm guessing he's still contemplating or planning some stuff?"
Kinda, sort of, may have. Yeah, kinda, sort of.
Kind of, sort of? Okay. Well,
Let's just say Zarly has had a very, very, very interesting trip with me.
yeah, I bet. This void place that you've been talking about, it sounds nice, but then at some points it does sound very dangerous, and I don't know if he's
In the middle of her talking, I'm gonna walk up to
ready
her.
for it.
I'm gonna put my hand on her scale, on one of her scales, say, "Well, you ready to go?"
I'm good.
No.
You sure? You sure? Because we
Yeah.
can just poof right now. It'd be that easy.
I'm sure it would. But right now, I feel like I need to plan a few things first before I guess I join this fight as well. So, I send you off with good faith. You can take whoever you need, I guess, Blep, Mumbo, possibly Myla as well, because I know that her brothers are working for Sparkrender, so I'm sure she would want to go as well. But yeah, other than that, grab some supplies, stock up, grab your party members at the moment, and head off. And I guess at some point I will talk with Zarlius, and I guess we will show up at some point. So, good luck.
Alright.
All right, cool. Let's go. No use dragging our feet.
I'll go back in the kitchen.
As you guys are stepping out of the thing, you hear a deep sigh from Runara.
Later, Rooney.
Don't die, as you hear yelling from the temple.
I still think old hag's better than Rooney. Fuck it. I'm just walking right beside Arden, so we hear this shit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you guys are walking back over to the kitchen area, where at this point, because you guys have had this long conversation, the smoke's gone. Mumbo and Blep have cleared the kitchen. There is, however, a bunch of kitchen supplies thrown all over the place because they couldn't see, for the most part, and a bunch of, I'll say, there's a bunch of water, so it's kind of damp in here. It's not that great.
put on the armor I just made.
And then Mumbo looks over. So, we're really doing this.
Yep, it's time to go. Get your shit and let's rock.
And he turns to Blep. He goes, Blep, are you sure about this? I know you've grown stronger since they have shown up. And, you know, you've had your fair share of combat. But are you sure? And, like, this is very, like, sincere from Mumbo, which you have not seen him do, because he's either yelling at William or freaking out about the current situation and trying, and, you know, things that are going on. But this is, like, he's caring, and he's like...
I'm gonna put my hand on Blep's shoulder, look at Mumbo. Look at Mumbo. Of course he's ready. Right, Blep? All you gotta do is just draw that dagger.
And he looks down at the dagger. And he pulls it out.
The mighty Blep!
And closes it. He opens it again.
The mighty Blep!
Oh my god.
And he closes it again. And he looks up at Mumbo. He's a little bit shorter than him. Let's go. And Mumbo pats his shoulder. Alright. But just so you know, keeping an eye on you.
As you should. Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a little brotherly bond that is nurtured since Mumbo has been here. So, and also because of the battles that have ensued and the trek that they had with William, he's very cautious now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cuz
Right.
they've grown close to each other since he's been here, and you know, he values him as a brother, so he's going to try to do what he can to protect him.
I'm gonna try to do something I did before, but I'm not sure if I can still do it. I'm gonna try to cast the spell to let me talk to Amethyst again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Focusing on Ander this time, though.
Okay, so you're going to try ascending spell,
Yeah.
but to Ander this time.
Yes.
Okay.
Because my powers changed so much, you want me to do Arcana or something?
I'm gonna say do an Arcana check, and I'm gonna level this. So do an Arcana check first, and then I'm gonna go with something after that.
Oh, I hope this is gonna be good.
Because of the functions of this spell, and the fact that I didn't account for this the last time you used this spell, but you are currently on a different plane. So, okay, a 24 for Arcana. Okay, that's really good. So, honing in on your magic of this void power, and a little something extra that has seemed to activate it a little bit, just a little bit. And with talking with Hyperion for a while, and the trips to the void, your sense of magic has increased. So you are able to
Cast it. I know the spells at least.
yeah, can be casted. Now roll a D100.
Luck, you better be on my side. You always are. Come on now. Don't let me down.
Because this is the part where this may or may not work. Because, again, you are on a different plane of existence from your home. So casting spells kind of interdimensional is something that here give me one sec. Actually, I need to go do something.
What, Arden, you still there?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna take out a rapier, right? And
Yeah.
it's green like a vine, and on the handle it has, I think, like roses and leaves coming out of it.
Oh my.
And I'm gonna hand it to you. I'm go, here you go. I think you'd like it better. You do need to trim the edges of the flowers. They do grow though. 72, by the way, Nisor Game Master.
Yes, I see. Casting the sending spell. What type of? So give me the message.
Ander, this is William. Fuck. Amethyst should have come by. Big danger. Fitna happen. Got a lot of bad guys on our ass. See you soon, bye. I had to count all the words.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're casting this spell, it does go through, but it is a little fuzzy. So some of the words make way. So there's like a hey Ander, and then like, you know, all that. So like there's spaces in between your sentence, but he gets the gist of it because he hears his name, who you are, but he would probably recognize the voice. Amethyst, danger, bad guys.
Okay, bye.
And then, yeah, okay, bye. So he hears this, and there's a pause, obviously. William, my boy. It's great to hear from you. Amethyst. I do remember a young tiefling girl, and I think her sister stopped by. They look the same, by the way. Twins.
Arden just hears William whisper, hot.
Seems you're in trouble. I'll see what I can do. But then obviously, same thing for you is you only heard bits and pieces of it. So obviously you heard the twins thing because you responded to it. So, but yeah, so you heard the first part. So William, my boy, and then so you get a little choked up because, you know. And then yeah, you hear Amethyst stop by, and then he'll see what he can do, or I can do, is what you hear. So
turn around, look at Arden, and be like, "Don't worry, we got the bombs on the way. Let's go get Myla."
Bombs?
Huh?
Bombs?
Yes. Okay. Fuck. You might not have those in the forest yet. So, actually, that's a
Yet.
good thing. You don't have those in the forest yet.
Yet.
Um. So, imagine like this big metal ball, right? Right.
Yeah.
And then it goes kaboom, and there's metal everywhere, and there's blood and guts, and you're dead.
So
Bomb.
like a thunderclap item?
Kind of.
No, like a this. I'm gonna take one of my last 2 bullets out, rip the top off. I'm gonna weld, like, use a little bit of gravity magic to close the very top of the bullet. And before doing that, I'm gonna put a twig in there, basically making like a little firecracker.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go, "Here, Arden, light this with fire and throw it very far away. Because if you don't, we're going to get hurt."
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna light it with fire right now, and I'm gonna juggle it.
Hold on. Do you have a fire spell?
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Wait a minute.
I was gonna say, if you don't, Myla has stepped out hearing your conversation. And does a produce flame.
Okay, cool.
Myla,
Give it a try, Arden.
just throw it in Myla's shop.
No, but I want to see what this does.
Okay.
And then so she walks closer to you
Yeah.
with the produce flame in her hand.
Yeah.
And then it gets just a little close. And just a small little ember starts.
Oh, pretty. I'm gonna throw it in the air and like toss it like a baseball. Like whoop.
Okay. A giant firework goes off.
Oh my god.
See? Little bomb. Big bomb on the way.
And it was very loud, so everybody just kind of like steps out of their rooms and compartments, and even like you woke up Frub, who's sleeping in the Kobold area, like their room, like where everybody else sleeps. He comes out and is like, "What the hell was that?"
We're bombing.
Sounds like it. And he goes, "Freaking foreigners," and goes back into the room. And then also,
Can I have one of these? I got something to put under Varley's pillow.
No! You will commit murder! Your pondering will now be active.
And now, with names standing right behind you, Arden, eyes very wide.
I'm not gonna light it and put it under his pillow. I was just giving him a little gift.
And then, yeah, obviously at this point too, Varnoth goes back in as well. And then Laylee kind of, Laylee comes out and talks to Myla. She goes, "What was that?" She goes, "Don't worry about it. We'll probably make some later. Just go back inside."
God. What did I do? Fuck.
That's fine. Myla, get your shit, let's go. We got some shit we gotta go do.
I'm guessing it's time to go see Sparkrender.
Yep, it's time.
All right, 1 second. You see her disappear. Bunch of clinging around. Goes. stuff kind of gets thrown up against the wall a little bit because she kind of tucks some stuff under things. So you hear a lot of stuff going on, and then she comes walking out. All right, I think I'm ready.
All right.
All right,
Let us go.
let us go. So now you guys are off on your own now, taking a little trip. That is pretty far away. You're going by land, so going back to the thing. So clambering over the rocky ground of Stormwreck Isle, you spot strange, twisted protrusions of glassy crystal jutting from the earth. The vegetation in this area bears reddish, branching scars that form similar shapes. Suddenly, you hear a screeching roar and notice a winged, glittering blue shape swooping overhead.
Oh shit.
At this time, this would probably, so going along the coast and around the island, up and over and around the island, whichever way you are going, is about 2 hours. So maybe an hour into this trek, this is when this happens. This is when you see the first glimpse of Sparkrinder. At this moment, he flies by. You guys feel a little chill because this is your first time seeing a different type of dragon that is obviously a little more intimidating, not too much, but just a little bit, than Runara is with when she first transformed. But yes, so you see glittering blue scales overhead, shining in the sky as he passes by with the screech. But also, the ground is ruined. Can both of you give me nature checks?
Sweet.
Or one of you. Arden is fine.
Yeah.
Or do you want to help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay, you have advantage.
Sweet. Yeah, I need an advantage. Yes. That's even. Oh, hell yeah. 21.
Okay. Arden.
There we go.
At this moment, taking in the crystalline protrusions and the scarred vegetation, definitely the scarred vegetation recognizes you of signs of lightning strikes or the lightning breath of a blue or bronze dragon, which is similar to when you think back to the lightning strikes that Runara did at the renegade kobold camp that scarred the land there. It's very similar.
Hmm. Um, being, I assume I'm faster than everybody.
Yeah, you're pretty much leading the group.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I like be like 100 yards ahead of them to like keep watch, be a scout, kind of?
Sure.
Okay. I want to stay more up front to where I can pay attention and be able to get back to him just in case something happens.
Yeah. Okay. As you guys continue along this stretch of coastal / rocky / very unflattering vegetation, you guys get a little bit closer. And at this time, you are starting to see a rocky formation towards the edge of this pathway. So you get to the overlook, which is a broken and overgrown path winds to the edge of a cliff. The overlook is marked by 2 marble statues veined with gold, each carved in the shape of a dragon with its mouth open in a silent roar.
Mm. These are the statues Renara was talking about.
Yes, so at this moment, William, you are in front, and when you get close to the edge, you can definitely see there is not much vegetation. It is a straight up pathway, so there's no cover.
Does it look like there's any danger or traps, maybe?
Give me an investigation if you're checking for traps.
Oh shit, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, motherfucker, keep rolling. Come on. Oh no. Not very good, an 8.
An 8. I know you look around and no, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty solid.
Okay. Walk up to the statues, I guess.
Okay. So at the base of each of these statues is a small hexagonal indentation, about 1 inch wide and about 2 inches deep. It is perfectly sized to accommodate the moonstone key Runara gave you.
I feel sketchy about this, but fuck it. Throw the thing in there.
Alright, you insert the key. Magical light sparks to life from the mouths of these statues, and a shimmering bridge made of magical energy extends from the overlook to the observatory ruins. The bridge is sturdy and lasts until the key is removed from the statue.
Okay.
So now you can see about this far. You can see to the entrance of the Rotunda ruins. Which is broken stone lines this palace. Plaza. It's a plaza. Fragments from elegant statues, once magnificent pillars, and shining marble walls. At the center, a tall statue of rusted planets and gilded stars spins idly in a jerky mimicry of celestial motion. A
Mm.
And at this moment, you guys are walking inside.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you are. Is anybody else moving forward? Arden, are you moving?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. So, William, you are in the middle of this bridge, close to
I'm
the
keeping.
thing.
I'm keeping name next to me at this point.
Okay, so Name is now moved up towards you. Arden, you're in the middle-ish. Myla is in the middle-ish, behind Name. Mumbo is behind, or is right by you, and Blep is taking up the rear. So, at this moment, you hear a gargled screech suddenly rises from across the plaza. A half dozen bat-like creatures are swarming around 2 winged kobolds. With blue paint smeared across their long snouts. The kobolds are fighting fiercely, but they seem close to being overwhelmed.
Okay, fuck. I
William, you will remember these are the Striges that you have fought in the cave.
the mosquitoes. Okay, bet.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So I know exactly what to do. Casting jolt.
Okay. So we're starting off with William. William is the first to attack with a somewhat, I will say this is a somewhat of a surprise attack because they are focused on the kobolds. So there are 4 swarming around one kobold and then 4 swarming around the other one.
I really don't know why I don't have my dice, but I just don't have my dice. Fuck. Well, now I have to do this.
Yeah.
Actually, would it just be faster on my phone?
Probably.
I will wait for you at the bottom. Where if you want me to.
Well, if you do it now, we're gonna have 2 rules.
I try and. Okay, so a
You gotta
20. I'm sorry, a 20 for one.
Oh, a 20. Okay.
Yeah, I have a +7 on my spell attack.
Okay, well, what are the effects of Jolt?
They get blasted with a D8 of lightning damage, and then another spark jumps to another creature of my choice within 15 feet, dealing half as much damage.
Okay, well, it immediately kills both of them because they only have 2 HP. Are you are you attacking the ones? Okay, so you can see the battlefield. Are you attacking the left ones or the right ones? In front of the first winged kobold.
The right ones.
Okay, the 2 on the right. Okay, well, these 2 are dead and gone.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Shar Sharkesha!
Yeah, and then she can do whatever next turn.
Okay. And I'm not gonna really do initiative rolls because this is just a small fight, and plus they only have 2 HP. So whoever does whatever next is fine to go. I will say because it is a surprise round, you guys kind of have the, attack, I guess. So with this, Name steps up. Right next
Oh, sweet.
right next to you.
That's my boy. Get him.
And now you guys are kind of blocking the pathway. Name is going to use his chill touch, which he's used before. Got a 23 to hit.
There you go.
And 5 damage, which is fine. So the furthest one, Arden.
Yeah.
You're kind of in the back, but you can see because there is like a big, it is kind of like a big archway entrance. So you see Name walk next to William, put their hands on the ground, and you see from the ceiling come down a skeletal hand that goes and grabs this Strig bat-like creature and just kills it.
What the?
And it is necrotic damage, so it disintegrates.
I'm just gonna look back and forth at Name and the bug and just give him a high five. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So then, with this, we're gonna kind of, we're gonna kind of fill in the area. So William, you're kind of moving in. Name has moved in, so we have Myla and Mumbo. So Mumbo is gonna kind of go a little bit before Myla because he's just ready for anything at this point. So Arden, again, you see Mumbo put his hands together and focus energy, which, if you remember, Mumbo uses paired chakrams to fight. This is your first time seeing Mumbo cast a spell. He is going to cast Firebolt at the furthest one. Like that's, and it kills it immediately. So this one that is close, that is somewhat close to one of the winged kobolds, it immediately just turns to ash and disappears. Myla, on the other hand, pulls out a bow and shoots an acid arrow, killing the other furthest one as well.
We're just mollywopping these guys.
Well, yeah,
Like, for real?
they're just bad-like creatures. So then Myla is going to run in ahead of everybody, and Mumbo is going to follow suit. Arden, it is your turn. You're kind of like, okay, height-wise, William is off to the side. So height-wise, you're fine. He's around the same height, maybe a little bit taller, but he has moved off to the side. So he's not blocking your way. You have 2 small kobolds in front of you, Myla and Mumbo. So you can do whatever you want ahead of them. Because height differences and whatnot, you can obviously cast a spell or whatever over them, and then also Name is off to the side as well. So, and Name's kind of big too. So, it is your turn.
Alright. Let's see, what do we got here?
So you have 1 Strig close to William, Myla, and the winged kobold, but obviously the winged kobold is up in the air. Same thing with the other one, but the other one has 2 trying to attack it. And obviously they have actually attacked these guys, so their health has gone down just a little bit because They've been fighting them for a while, so their health has gone down a lot. And also because they were being packed on. So it is up to you now. What is Arden going to do?
Gotcha. I'm thinking we're gonna be really nice, and we're gonna shoot off a cherry blossom missile.
Okay.
So, first of all, since fan in the hand shape for attacks the area unless the 1d20 character strength is failed. Alrighty, let's do that.
Is it a save?
No, I think. Oh no, that's for damage. Let me see.
Yeah. Is there a save for it?
Yeah, 15 on wisdom.
15 wisdom. Okay. Six. Or wait. Yeah, 6. Yeah. So no.
Nope.
Okay, what happens?
Alright, so you see Arden kind of do a little light twirl and like pulls out a very decorative cherry blossom fan from under their garments. And you see Arden kind of just swing it forward. And once you see Arden swing that fan forward, you are like immediately overwhelmed. Like this area is just overwhelmed with a heavy scent of cherry blossoms and like a spring scent. So out of the fan shoots 6 cherry blossom petals to attack the enemies.
Okay. So are you gonna go 3 each for the 2 Striges that are further away? That would be ideal.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, okay, let me roll the other one first. So both of them are doing wisdom saves. So one failed. They rolled a 15, but they have a -1, so it's a 14. So they failed. So both of them have failed. What's the damage?
Ta-ta. 8 for both of them.
8 damage. Well, again, they only have 2 HP, so they're dead. As Arden does this spell, you see the 6 cherry blossom petals fly out and go and stab into these Striges in different parts of their body. One somehow gets into one of their eyes. One gets into the stomach.
Yeah.
And one lucky one, for some reason, has very good aim. Sticks them right in the butt. And they're dead. So you have one more Strig left. And at this point, you guys are kind of crowding the area, and Blep's kind of in the back. He can't really do much. So what he's going to do is just do this. He's gonna try, because I believe this is close enough. What is his range? This is 15 feet away. Okay. Yeah. He's just going to take out his dagger, and he's going to throw it at the Strig. Oh my god.
Alright.
Blep got a nat 20 plus 5 for a 25 to hit.
Fucking talking about Blep.
And he gets a 9, so the dagger just pierces the stomach of this creature, and it falls down to the ground, dead.
Fuck yeah, Blep. That was the best throw I've seen you make in a long time. Them tree practices have been paying off.
And he goes, Oh my god! Did you guys see that? I did it! And he goes, I did it! It's the first time that actually worked!
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Oh shit. Oh wait, are these two guys bad? Fuck.
At this moment, you see the two winged kobolds look down at you guys. And again, Myla is in front of everyone. You see these two kobolds with this like blue paint on their snouts at the end of their face. They look very similar to Myla.
So are these your brothers?
And she goes, yes, Mick, Min, I've come to save you guys. And they both look very agitated. Like, it's very like one of those things where it's like you can see that something is wrong with them. Obviously, you would think that hearing their sister's voice would do something. There's like a slight change. You can kind of see it.
Are they like flying right now, or are they currently on the ground?
They are both still in the air. So they're both still flying in the air.
Can I jump to catch one and Sarkesha jump to catch the other?
No, they're pretty high up. They're pretty high. This is a 30 feet high walls. So they're pretty high up in the air.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's perfectly okay.
But
I'm gonna aim my
at this point though, they go and they are charging at Myla, and she looks at everyone, puts her arms out, and goes, wait, I need to do this. And as they hit, I believe, yes, they have daggers, and they both hit. Just barely, but they hit.
I need to do something really quick.
+3. Okay, hold on. I need to... So, actually, yes. So, Myla takes 12 damage from 6 from both of the daggers. They stab into her. But at this time, when she said, guys, I need to do this, you didn't notice the 2 vials of Potion of Solace that she jabs into their mouths and pours it. And let's go. At this time, you see the effects of the Potion of Solace that Myla has created. That has... You see, like, they start to glow in, like, this bluish little faint magic aura, whatever. And as these daggers are piercing Myla, their eyes widen and blink a couple times as both brothers look at their sister. And then they both look down because they feel the daggers in their hands. And at the same time, they both go, what have we done? And they let go. And then Myla goes and wraps her arms around both of them and says, "It's okay. I'm glad you're back."
Without even looking at him and walking past, because I just had to compose myself real quick, I'm gonna tell Myla to take him to Dragon's Rest.
Okay.
Now,
And then with this, she goes ahead and does a second level healing word to heal all three of them. Hold on. I need to cast the spell. 8. Okay, so all three of them get 8 HP back. So I need to... Okay, actually they're... the brothers are actually practically back to full health.
Oh.
So... And then at this time as well, when Myla is hugging them, and obviously after sustaining some stab wounds, you see that her clothes that she's wearing kind of falls down a little bit, and you see her wings on her back. But one of them is severely damaged, has been scratched up, and is unable to fly. So, with hearing what William says, Myla goes, "Yes, it seems like that's the best course of action." She goes, "Brothers, you're gonna have to fly me home." And they go, "You got it." And they leave.
go kill this scaly lizard.
With the commotion and spells and everything going on, there is a pathway to the left, right next to William. A few kobolds come around across this rickety bridge. One is a normal kobold and one is a winged kobold. Skittering sounds and whispers come from inside this ruined tower that you can see nearby. Gaps in the stone are patched over with wooden planks and threadbare cloth. This is you see a rickety bridge made of driftwood and rope that spans 15 feet gap between the rotunda and the structure.
Yeah.
And these kobolds are crossing the bridge and are pretty close to coming in the entrance. And you hear more sounds because there's 5 of them in total. So they heard all the commotion and now they are making their way across.
I'm gonna move in front of the bridge.
Okay, you move in front of the bridge. There is currently 3 normal kobolds that you see and 2 winged kobolds. And at the moment, the 2 winged ones are obviously flying up and not on the rickety bridge. 2 of the normal kobolds, however, are, and 1 is back behind him. At this point, they're pretty much in a line for you. Except for the 2 flying ones.
Awesome. They are in a line for me. I'm gonna take Event Horizon off of my hip,
Okay.
activating my Crimson Right. And now with this, the new things with my Crimson Right. Actually, no, we'll just get to that later. So, the lightning starts to creep upon the blade of Event Horizon as I run my hand down it.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. This is what y'all really, really, truly want. It's gonna start hacking and slashing away at him.
Okay. Yeah, give me. Okay, so you hit the one in front of you.
Yeah. It's gonna be a what type of lighting are we in?
What, lighting?
Yeah.
Well, they are in lighting. You're in a room.
Like bright light, dim light.
Pretty bright light, actually.
Okay, fuck. That's okay.
Because they're on a rickety bridge that is. There is no walls, so.
Come on, just don't fuck me up on the damage dice, please. So it's 13 points of force damage
Okay, that's.
from Event Horizon.
Okay, that is to the first one. That is right in front of you.
But also there's some lightning damage, but it's only gonna be like +4 at most. Okay, so 14 points of damage total.
Okay.
Yeah. As that's all I got for my turn because I used my bonus action.
Okay. Well, everyone else is gonna move in and around the room, so that way everyone is inside the area. Okay, we are going to roll initiative now. First up is William.
Yeah, slashy.
Yeah, slashy, all that. Yeah. So you can do another slashy.
Yeah, because I figured out if as long as I'm just surrounded by weak people, I can forever move.
Yeah.
Like if I would have used my sword for those bugs, I probably could have cleared them all in one round.
I mean, yeah, but they were all kind of high up in the air and not really attacking you. So, but yeah.
Man, fuck them bugs.
Fuck them bugs.
God damn.
Natural 20, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck them bugs.
Yeah, it
Fuck
hit.
them bugs.
Yeah, it hits. Okay, you gotta.
Fuck them bugs.
Alright, let's see. What are these kobolds? Damage these kobold gonna. What this kobold gonna take?
It gonna be loud. It gonna be mucho loud.
Yeah.
Because there's also lightning damage that's coming after this. It's so slow.
Oh, no, they're dead now.
What'd you say?
Kobold, no, Kobold, they're dead now.
Yeah. Nothing still? What the fuck? Okay. Oh wow.
You got a 15 for damage, yeah.
Brush. Wait, did it already calculate the critical hit?
Yeah, it should have.
Okay. Oh, does it do double the dice?
Yeah, it was 2d8 plus 6.
Ah.
So you got 8 and a 1 and a 6. So you got 15. Yeah, so you got 15.
And then the
And then
crimson right.
yeah, and then the lightning damage, yeah, is still rolling. So 4. God damn.
2, doggy. Times 2.
19 damage. It is hurt. He is very wounded.
But he's not dead.
Yeah.
He ain't dead yet, but he wounded as hell.
Then I'll make him dead second choppy chop.
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna just look at him and be like, God damn, you're the toughest small thing I've hit.
Do you have 2 attacks?
Pretty sure I do. Isn't... Can't... Hold on, let me read something, because I might have just fucked up. I
Yeah.
might have done a goof,
Yeah.
because I was my two-handed weapons. Or two
Oh,
weapons.
yeah.
That's probably what it was, so just don't even count this roll, and just my
Okay.
turn's over.
Okay. Well, it's Doggo's turn, so.
Oh, fuck, duck. Okay.
It's
Because I'm still over here trying to get myself situated. I'm
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Yeah, it's Orchestra's turn.
Okay. Jeez. Ooh, actually, can she pop out like over here in the tower with the 3 of them in that little corner right there?
Sure.
Okay.
Or behind, like, on the stairs, like in the top part.
Yeah, that works too.
That way you can use the movement and attack the one in the back.
Yeah, that works.
Because because the one in the back is also just a normal kobold, so.
Oh, okay. Sarkasha makes 3 attacks, 2 with her bite, and 1 with her claws. Okay.
Yeah, for multi-attack, yeah.
So I've been fucking up her multi-attack too. Great.
Didn't you learn that?
Okay.
I want to say, didn't you learn that when I was the owl bear?
Should've. No, Sarkasha just did a good job of pinning that bitch down. It's gonna be like 16, I think. Yeah, so 16 total to hit.
16 to hit, and it's the one.
Yeah.
The one in the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. AC's 12.
Dope. Okay, 2d10 plus 6. Oh yeah, on my phone it does it so much faster. Okay, so that's 15 points of damage for the first bite.
Okay.
For the second bite... Yeah, it's like 20 plus to hit.
Yeah.
God damn. 17 points of damage.
Same thing. This one is really, really hurt, but it's not dead.
God damn it. Okay, then the claw attack for the last one. Holy shit, these are some tough little bastards.
Yep. I made sure of it.
Laughs in DM.
Yes.
12 points of damage. Oh wait, she has...
Oh wait,
Okay.
there's more.
Yeah, 12 points of nom nom damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
Good finally. Too bad that was all she could do. She can't soul feast while she attacks.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have 2 initiative rolls for the enemies, and that is the normal kobolds and the winged kobolds. Now that there's only 2 of each, it's a little bit easier.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So the normal kobolds are going to go and rush in a little bit. This one in front that's attacking, he's now right in front of you, and then the other one behind is going to run up behind him as well. So they're both in the entrance, and then the 2 winged kobolds are still staying put. So they are going to attack William, I guess, because you're right in front of you're right in front.
Good.
You're right front and center. So At this point, they are not in. They are in cover from the sunlight sensitivity that they have. So if they were still in sunlight, they would have disadvantage on their attack rolls. But right now, they do not, because they are inside the doorway.
Okay.
So they are both going to attack with their daggers. And they both miss.
Ooh.
They both miss terribly, even with the pluses.
Amazing.
So,
My reflection is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're going to just ignore one of the rules that I forgot, but whatever. Next is Arden.
Woo!
So in front of you is William and two kobolds with slings and daggers in their hands. And then behind them, you see flying in the air are two winged kobolds.
Got you.
Yeah. So you
Alright.
can move up next to William, or you can stay where you are. It's up to you. But whatever you do, you have a line of fire.
I bet. Do.
One is almost dead, by the way. The other one,
Oh.
the other one is full health. So
Wait, hold on. In a straight line of fire, how many enemies are within that?
Tui.
I would
Yeah.
say where you are at, yes. It would be two, because one is still kind of behind cover. So it would be the normal kobold that is full health in front of you, as well as the wing kobold behind them. If you are arcing your spell.
Alright, cool. I think I'm gonna do just that.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Cherry Blossom Blizzard,
Nice.
and I'm gonna go ahead and open a path of cherry blossoms to straight ahead,
Uh-huh.
and then also to show off
And go up.
and spark it in using flexibility.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Good.
you read that line. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, William, when you see this spell go off, it's pretty great, actually.
Wisdom save 15. Who doesn't survive?
Oh, crap, I forgot about that. Okay, wisdom save. Okay, give me a sec. Okay. The normal kobold. They have.
bet.
Hold on. They have a -2 to their wisdom. But I rolled a I rolled a 1 and an 18.
Oh boy.
So the wing kobold, obviously -2. So the 18 is a 16, and the 1 is a -1. So the winged kobold, or the normal kobold in front of you, takes all of the damage, and the other one,
Alright,
and the winged one is halved. So give me the damage.
Okay, bet.
Give me all the damage.
Beep, 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 beep. Piercing damage at that. Alright,
Yes.
6 piercing damage.
Okay. So the normal kobold Not too bad. Pretty good. Still pretty good. And then the winged one just takes 3 damage. So he's still pretty good.
Got you. And then bonus. Oh, wait. Bonus action. Can I go ahead and cast? Wait. Okay. So I don't have any enemies in my like ranged area right now.
What's your range?
What is
That's probably a good question.
What are your spells range? Is it 30? Is it 60? Is it 120?
Oh, let me see. Okay. Whoa. Wait a minute. That would have been a good question to figure out. Hold on. I was gonna do for the bonus.
I mean, you're fine because the 2 that you attacked, one is 5 feet and the other one's 10 feet away from you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you hit anyway. Whether whether it's 30, 60, or 120, you definitely hit with the spell.
Oh, cool. All right. I think as the bonus action, I'm gonna just go ahead and cast Shillelagh
Good idea.
on my
Okay, on your staff or on your quarterstaff.
Yep, indeed.
All right, bonus action Shillelagh. All right. And are you gonna move, do anything, or that's really the only other thing you can do? But are you gonna stay put or move?
No, I'm gonna move forward.
We're gonna move forward. Okay. Arden moves forward. You gonna be next to William?
Yep.
Okay. Next is the winged kobolds. So this one in the back is gonna move forward, so it's out in the area. And however, yes, these guys are in direct sunlight, so they have disadvantage on their attack rolls. And however, don't know if this cancels it out, but they are going to use pack tactics as well. So it gives them advantage, so it's just a straight roll for them. It's just a straight roll for them. So they are going to drop rocks or throw rocks or whatnot. So one is, let's see, plus 5 is a... Alright. So one of them is going to throw a rock at William, and it is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that is.
Yes. Alright. So it is a 1d6 plus 3. So 7 damage. 7 bludgeoning damage for that. And then the other one is 5. There's an 8. Yeah, the other one misses completely. The other one throws a rock and it just flies by everybody and joins this pile of rubble at one of the sides of the plaza. And you hear it mumble something, but you don't understand it. And that ends their turns. And now we are finally on to our new friends. Our friends. We have Mumbo. Mumbo's up next. Mumbo's going to come to the right side of William. And he's just going to straight up throw a paired chakram at this kobold that's right in front of William. Hit it and kill it. Yeah,
Mumbo.
Yeah. He kills it. He kills it. comes up and just stabs this paired chakram into this kobold, and it just dies. I don't believe he has... Oh, he does. Oh, he does also have this. Okay, cool. So, for this one, he is going to do his Draconic Cry. And, again, this is... You let out a cry at enemies within 10 feet of you. So, all of these are actually pretty close by. And here... let me see, 10 feet. That goes to just this kobold in front. When you start your next turn, you and your allies have advantage on attack rolls. Okay, and that's Mumbo's turn. Next is Blep's turn. Blep is off to the side by Arden. So Blep is going to come up and just stab this... Well, does he have anything? I don't think he does. I think he's just a... Yeah, no. He just has a dagger. He's gonna stab this dude. 14 for a 19. They have a 12 AC. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it hits. Does 5 damage. Looking pretty good still. Looking pretty good. Now we have Name. Name is behind you guys. And is actually going to move up behind to where he's a little bit in between Arden and William. So he has a little bit of line of sight. He is going to... He's just going to reach out his hands. Still, the same move implies for this as well. So where he reaches out his hands and forms, he's going to use Infestation.
Hey.
So it is a Constitution save of 13, and this is going to be 30-foot range. It is, yeah, just going to yeah, he's just gonna do it. Let me look at the stats here. So winged kobolds. Was it Constitution? Okay. So winged kobold, Constitution. -1. Kobold, -1. Okay, let's see. We roll. One got a 4. And one got a 7. They both failed. Actually, all 3 of them failed because the winged kobolds are joint rolls. So, they each take 6 damage. And are all shunted into 4 different directions.
Okay.
Which I have to roll a d4 for. I will roll 3 d4s. Let's see. 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so the far back winged kobold gets shunted northwards and slams into the building that's behind it. The other winged kobold goes into a southern direction, so it gets shunted a little bit closer, but it is up against the wall on the outside. And the normal kobold gets shunted in a western direction. It is currently standing on the bridge. So a western direction it flies off and lands in the ocean.
Sweet.
So I also need to roll a d6 for damage against a building for this one over here. So that one's not bad. And this one is alright. So yeah. So we may or may not see the normal kobold in later rounds, because it'll take them a little bit. But yeah, that ends the round, and we are back up to William. So you still have 2 winged kobolds. One is back towards the area, and one is literally outside the wall to the left around where the bridge is at. So you can move forward out onto the bridge, or you can stay where you're at.
Yeah, I'll move out onto the bridge.
All right. Step out onto this bridge. And now you can look down and you can see the other kobold that is like kind of doggy paddling a little bit in the water. And then you see one winged kobold literally to your left, and then the other one that is slammed up against the wall of the other building.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. Gonna reach my hand, my offhand that doesn't have anything, into my chest, and I'm going to pull out what looks like a femur bone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold it in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to yell boom as I throw the javelin at the one on the wall. It needs to make a DC 15 saving throw. Dex.
Seven?
Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah, so being shunted into this wall, it kind of, made the form of it into the wall. So it's kind of stuck there right now. So I can't move.
Okay, great. It's going to take 8d6 lightning damage.
Okay. Do 8d6 lightning damage.
So there's like a flying kobold that I can't see?
No, now that you're on the bridge, it's literally to your left. But
Okay,
it didn't have the same effect that the one that you're attacking, where it wasn't fully slammed up against the wall, so it didn't take damage and it's not embedded into the wall. So it's still flying pretty close by. So
27 points of lightning damage straight to the face.
okay, so the one embedded into the wall gets electrocuted a lot. It's hurt. It's very hurt, but it is not dead yet.
Okay. Well, I have 2 weapons in my hand now. Can I run up to him and slash him with my sword?
What is your reach?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
You can literally just turn to your left and slash at him.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, no, I wasn't trying to hit him. I was trying to hit the one I already hit.
Oh, the one you already hit? Hold on. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's about 5 feet, yeah, as well. So, yeah. I mean, then again, Event Horizon is a pretty long sword. So, yeah, you can hit both of them. But yeah, if you want to hit the one that you already attacked, yeah.
So what I'm staring at right now is another natural 20. But
What the
I don't know what
hell?
that. Yeah. Thanks, computer.
So let's just say you go to slash this kobold, and with it being electrocuted already, and with your Crimson Right of electricity already on Event Horizon, it just shock therapy and dies. And,
Great.
and falls into the ocean and electrocutes the
The other
ocean. So it also does the other one. So give me damage so I can hit the other one.
Oh shit. Okay. So the 27 plus more
Yeah.
from the lightning damage. Okay.
Yeah, because
Um,
the other one's still pretty good. Like it just got knocked off.
Also, I do need to say this. My Crimson Right, one of my Crimson Maledicts activates. Because I killed an enemy with lightning damage, I get to move 30 feet and make one more attack.
Okay. I mean, you don't really need to move. You can just attack the one that's next to you.
Yeah, I know, but that's just what the...
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what
I
the-
know. I got it. I know. But
Give me
currently,
huge information.
yes. But currently, it is literally right next to you.
Okay, dope.
Yeah. So give me the damage for the lightning, because we can see if the other one is dead or not in the water as well.
So, 10 plus 27 total points of damage.
What was
I'll
this?
do that real quick. What?
Was it? You said 17 plus what?
27. No, it was... Hold on, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. 18 plus 27.
Oh, okay. 45? Okay, yeah. Yeah, the other one's dead.
Okay, and then,
The other one in the water is dead. So you
Okay.
just have the winged kobold next to you.
yeah, then I'm just gonna go and make a singular choppy attack on him.
Alright.
25. That's it.
Yeah.
Gonna be a total of 12 points of force damage and 2 more points of lightning damage.
Still pretty good.
Okay. After me just like watching me fry 2 of his friends.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little shook. He's a little shook now.
Damn, I forgot it's the puppy's turn now.
Yes. However, again, there is no platform. So if you try to do any type of movement, then yeah. But I mean, yeah, go for it. I mean, you got reach, so. Well, actually, you have to move because Sarkesha is over in the
The staircase.
other building. Yeah, so she'd have to come across the rickety bridge.
Yeah.
Give me an attack.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. 25 to hit.
Yeah.
17 points of piercing.
Very weak.
Okay,
Pretty,
and then
pretty close to being dead.
yeah, and then 25 points of damage for the second bite.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah.
So Sarkesha goes and bites at this kobold, tearing its wings, and it falls down into the ocean as well. So you have defeated 3 kobolds that are in the ocean now.
Good job, Sarkesha.
And at this point, you look down as well after watching that one fall, and you see the bodies float up to the top of the surface.
Do they look extra crispy?
Oh, very. Pretty crispy. Pretty fried.
Okay, yeah.
So, I will say, you do see another pathway. If you're looking back into the room, you do see there are two different pathways, one to the right and one to the left. And you see the same two similar statues from how you got here. So, another light bridge.
Huh. Okay.
That is already active. It's already active.
Oh, it's already active? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I want to clear this tower that I'm in first.
Oh,
Clear.
actually, I am wrong. There is no bridge. Unless you use the Moonstone Key. What path? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to the pathway or whatever? Because the building that had the kobolds in is completely empty now. There's nothing over here. Because it was the kobold. So this place was called the Kobold Camp. There's really nothing there. It just inhabited them.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to the other path.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is very fair. Alright, so are you guys going to... Which path? The one to the right or the left?
This one.
What is this one? Press it. That one? Okay, well this is a good place. This is a good place to end it. So... walking over to the pathway, seeing inside this way, there is a connecting little bridge here. And we're also going to have everybody else crowd around in the area a little bit. You see, across the way, at the moment, that looks to be a somewhat sleeping Sparkrender. And that's where we're going to end the episode. So, yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And stick around for more. We got this big boss fight coming up. I knew that this was going to be a lot of introduction to seeing Myla's brothers for the first time, seeing how that was going to play out, as well as seeing what this observatory is. There are still places for everyone to look at. There are more places, obviously, but they have now come across Sparkrender, who looks to be asleep. But is he really?
Uh-oh. We'll never know.
You'll never know. So, hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.